Yo, what up, YouTube Live? How's it going? Gotta get some mint first. Right now it's Friday, January 29th, 1:42 a.m. in the morning. I just finished watching Wandavision episode 4. If you want to check out my previous review of Wandavision episode 1, 2, 3, you can do so on Ramascreen YouTube channel. I put it all in one video, so you can check it out there from the previous weeks. But right now, before I go any further, this review is mainly for those of you, my fellow Wandavision fans, who have also watched today's episode. So there will be spoilers in this video, okay? Heads up, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Man, my shirt is too big for me, man. Holy crap. It's kind of baggy. Alright, so what happened at the end of last episode? As you know, as you may remember, Monica Rambeau got thrown out of the town of Vision and Wanda, and so we now see in today's episode what happens about that. It's on the other side of the coin. That's what today's episode offers. The other side of that, we see the sitcom, right? The episode 1, 2, 3, and during those 3 episodes, there were some disruption. There were moments of like, oh my god, is Wanda listening to or hearing something, or like, what is this thing that came out of the sewage? Why is there a freaking drone? So now all those questions got answered on today's episode. We see the other side of that coin, with the existence of Sword and the return of Jimmy Woo and Darcy, of course played by Randall Park and Kat Dennings, and Monica Rambeau. It cracks me up. I can't get myself to get used to that name. I don't know why they can't just call her Monica. You know what I'm saying? They kept saying Rambo, and all I keep thinking about every time they say that is John J. Rambo, Sylvester Stallone. So I was like, damn it, I know the spelling is not, exactly the same. Why can't it just like Monica? It's like it's a beautiful name, Monica, right? Like, anyway, I could go on and on and on. Do I miss the TV sitcom setting? I think I kind of do. I mean, to be honest with you, today's episode is a lot like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So if you are fans of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I kind of fell out of love with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. by season 3 or maybe season 4. Like, it's like, yeah, I ended up not watching. I haven't even watched the finale, So, but if you had stuck with that show all the way through to the end, and you are just diehard fans of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you're gonna love today's episode of WandaVision, because it looks like straight out of an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode. You know what I'm saying? And Tyler John Rambo would have ended WandaVision. Yeah. It's like they keep calling her Rambo, and I was like, why? It's like, I can't get that thought of John J. Rambo out of my head. If you keep saying that, just call her Monica, for Christ's sake. By the way, Monica Rambeau is actually a very formidable character in the Marvel comics. I think she has powers. You can look her up. You can look her up yourself. But she has powers like formidable, as in Captain Marvel equal formidable. So I don't know the details, but if that's the direction that they're going with this character, I'm looking forward to that. That end game, if you will. Oh, end game. Speaking of which, did you see the beginning parts of today's episode? It's like, that's when everybody came back after Endgame, right? So that's the connection to the MCU timeline. And when that happened, on today's episode, everybody's like, coming back. It's like after 5 years they're gone. I was like Captain America on the Avengers movie, the first one. I was like Captain America. I was like, I understood that reference. But this time it's not about the flying monkeys. It's about like, oh, that's from the movies. I understood that reference. So the town, the Westview, the missing the one that's not that's invisible, right? Invisible, you can't see it, and it's like this force field, and it kind of reminds me of a lot of M. Night Shyamalan stuff, man. It's like I think M. Night Shyamalan has that show. Remember that about that mystery town? That's the kind of vibe that I was getting. In addition to Agents of Shield, but yeah, I kind of miss the sitcom, the whole sitcom taking over the whole show. Now it's Kat Dennings and Randall Park watching the sitcom with the rest of the guys, and I was like, okay, now it's back to like a regular show again, like Agents of Shield. And it's not so special anymore, In the previous 3 episodes, we're like, oh my god, they reinvented the wheel, or they reinvigorated the old sitcom classic. Oh, it's so cool. The critics are praising how it looks, whatever. And now it's like it's gone. It's like, okay. It's just an alternate reality that Wanda created, so that Vision can stay, living with her, and so on and so forth. It's romantic, but it's also creepy. By the end of today's episode, we got to see even like a shot of Vision right after Thanos kind of killed him. I was like, oh, that reminder just kind of hurts, It's like it doesn't hurt just Wanda, it kind of hurts us. Like, oh shoot. Now I gotta watch the movie again because that's the whole point of this show, to make you stay in love with MCU. When the movies are not, in theaters yet because of the pandemic. So, what else do I have on my note here? It's good to see Randall Park and Kat Dennings back. These are characters that, because Kat Dennings didn't show up for Thor 3, Thor Ragnarok. Her character showed up for Thor 1, Thor 2, but then she's gone. In Thor 3, and then of course Randall Park as Jimmy Woo was in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Remember that? So that's what I love about the whole connecting or shared universe of MCU compared to DC. I grew up with DC, so MCU or Marvel, that's something that a late bloomer. I'm a late bloomer when it comes to Marvel. So, but I love this whole connecting thing because for one, it gives an opportunity for actors like Randall Park or Kat Dennings to have their character some kind of a continuity. Like maybe they won't have maybe the filmmakers of Marvel Studios, they probably won't have space, for characters like Jimmy Woo or Darcy in any of the big screen installments. But that's what the TV screens are for. That's what the TV shows are for, like WandaVision or Agents of Shield, what have you. It's like, oh yeah, let's throw them there, and they can have a continued live the character on that show, and so that's cool. Even though Jimmy Woo probably won't show up in Ant-Man 3, and that's fine. We can see Jimmy Woo on WandaVision, and that's still as cool. Tom saying, I have a theory. What if Evan Peters, who's supposed to be in WandaVision, ends up being Mephisto along? That is one. Oh, what's wrong with my image? It's gone. There you go. That's one theory. Thank you for sharing that. We don't know yet, and I'm bad at predicting. I'm bad at theorizing when it comes to Marvel stuff. Marvel always has tricks up their sleeves. Sometimes we speculate one thing and we're given a surprise of another thing. Let's put up Tyler's comment just for the hell of it. John Rambo would have ended WandaVision in episode 1. Oh, Monica Rambo. What else do I have on my note? So yeah, today's episode, looks and feels like Agents of Shield. I wasn't too crazy about Agents of Shield show, so you can imagine that I'm not too enthusiastic. I would have preferred it. I would have preferred it if the show WandaVision continues to be just like, the first 3 episodes, just the sitcom. But I know they're not gonna go that forever. So Sword, real quick. Sword is as I understand it, is a subdivision of Shield. But Shield takes care of kind of Earth, and Sword takes care of the rest, including space, if I'm not mistaken. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. But Sword is new, right? It's rather new. It's created by Joss Whedon, I don't know, maybe less than 2 decades ago. So it's a new creation. And so I'm still learning as I go. I'm wondering what are the similarities, what are the differences, compared to Shield. What can we see? And it seems that they're fully resourced, a lot of manpower, and apparently on today's episode they even have resources to get so many classic TVs for Darcy to experiment on. Like, how many does she need? Like, you can she only needs one. Like, but they're like piling them up like crazy inside that barrack. So, it's interesting, and I'll end on this. Yeah, we already assumed, we already knew that Wanda created this world, right? Wanda created this town, and something to do with trauma or grief, whatever you want to call it, because Vision died, and she wanted to continue to have a life with Vision. How long can she go on with that act, or with this whole fake town, fake life thing? I don't know. I think that's probably gonna be one of the things that's gonna happen in the subsequent episodes, which is Sword is gonna try to infiltrate Westview now that they have Monica Rambeau back. She's gonna give them intel. She's gonna be able to tell them maybe how to, if there's some secret opening, whatever it is, just to actually infiltrate Westview. And I'm really looking forward to that, because I know that WandaVision is gonna be pissed off. if WandaVision is that pissed off by one person, Rambeau, in that scene that we saw in today's episode, imagine if the whole freaking Sword just like rains down in that town, and she's gonna go all Scarlet Witch on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, because it looks like she really, really wants this life. Like, she really wants this reality that she has built for herself. She really, really wants it. Like, I don't think she's gonna give it up, easily for anybody. And so I'm looking forward to that. Definitely. As far as theory about the other characters and whatnot, I don't know. I don't have any strong opinions about that. My guess is as good as your guess is. So we can speculate, we can theorize, but we'll see what the writers of WandaVision have in fold for us. That's about it. Now I gotta get going. For those of you guys who are covering Sundance, I've been looking at some of your tweets. Enjoy Sundance. I don't want to do film festivals until it's back to being physical events again. I like actually flying to South by Southwest or flying to TIFF. Right now, back when I did that, I was like, that was cool. And then you go stay there and you go hang out with people there. Film festivals to me are like that. Not virtual film festival. I'm still not sold on virtual film festivals. So, but if you are, that's fine, and enjoy Sundance, enjoy South by Southwest, and throughout the year as well. But I'm looking forward for all of those to come back to physical event, and then I'll return covering them again. Thank you for tuning in on this today's episode, today's review of episode 4 of WandaVision. I'm gonna go to bed because it's 2 a.m. in the morning. And as always, subscribe. All right, let's rock this.